In the bustling corridors of Beirut International Airport, Officer Nasser and his partner Jim embarked on their routine patrol. Jim, a German shepherd with a sensitive nose, typically carried out his duties quietly. However, on this particular day, their usual routine turned into a mysterious tale amidst the chaos of travel and organized shipments. Jim's ears perked up as they approached an ordinary-looking bag coming from Ukraine bound for Beirut. Despite its seemingly innocuous appearance, there was something about the bag that caught Jim's attention. He hesitated for a moment, then moved towards it, leaving Officer Nasser puzzled. Jim's behavior was unusual. Instead of his usual strong bark, he emitted a low whimper and urgently sniffed around the bag. Officer Nasser, seasoned by years of experience, recognized the significance of this strange behavior, indicating something beyond their usual findings in this traveler's luggage from Ukraine to Beirut. The bag had tiny, almost invisible holes that piqued Jim's curiosity. The shepherd recoiled as if a non-perceptible foul odor had struck him, raising concerns about potential hazards. Officer Nasser summoned a bomb disposal team to inspect the suspicious package, donning protective gear. The bomb disposal team led the box to an isolated room away from prying eyes. Tension mounted as officers exchanged curious and anxious glances. Jim remained uncharacteristically alert, his tail wagging urgently, reflecting the seriousness of the situation. As the bomb disposal team continued their examination of the box, speculations swirled among the officers outside. Finally, a sigh of relief echoed in the room when it was announced that the package was free of explosives. Yet, the mystery persisted, and questions lingered about what had prompted such an unprecedented reaction from Jim upon tracing the tiny holes in the box. Officer Nasser detected a faint scent emanating from the box. Indeed, Jim had discovered something peculiar. With a collective decision, the officers prepared to open the box, unsure of what they would find. But before we reveal what they discovered, smash the like button on this video to help us reach 100 likes, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with friends, please. When the lid was lifted, the officers were greeted with a sight that defied their expectations. 3 Siberian tiger cubs, dazzled by the sudden light, huddled together inside a box filled with sawdust. A stunned silence filled the room. After the box was opened, Officer Nasser found himself momentarily bewildered by the revelation of the tiger cubs, uncovering a story that transcended their training, rooted in an unfamiliar world of animal neglect. After carefully extracting the cubs, their plight became clearer. These cubs, meant to be exchanged at a zoo in Ukraine and destined for Damascus, ended up in a box without proper care, suffering from dehydration. Out of mercy, the officers provided blankets and water to ensure a comfortable space for the tiger cubs. When animal control was achieved at the airport, the tiger cubs were transferred to a safe place where they could receive the appropriate care and attention. The tiger cubs, now named Maya, Tanya, and Anton, became symbols of bravery despite their challenging beginnings. They were given a second chance at life by caregivers and dedicated veterinarians. Their rehabilitation process included physical and emotional healing, as well as gradual social development. Maya, Tanya, and Anton began to adapt to their new environment, and their personalities started to emerge as they explored their surroundings. This entire situation sparked a global conversation about animal smuggling and the importance of treating animals with care and compassion. It has been learned that animal smuggling has a significant negative impact, not only on individual animals but also on entire ecosystems. Smuggling often targets endangered species or those facing extinction, contributing to the disruption of ecosystems and negatively affecting biodiversity. The smuggling of animals often involves the illegal trade of protected species, violating national and international laws aimed at preserving wildlife. Not only is it illegal, but it can also pose a threat to both animal and human health. The smuggling process can facilitate the spread of diseases, such as zoonotic diseases, which are diseases that can be transmitted between animals and humans. Additionally, wildlife smuggling increases the likelihood of disease transmission, posing significant risks to public health. Moreover, many of the species targeted by smugglers hold significant cultural and environmental value, playing important roles in indigenous cultures and traditional practices, as well as ecosystem function. Consequently, the loss of these species has profound cultural, spiritual, and environmental implications. Overall, wildlife smuggling represents a serious threat to global biodiversity and the well-being of animals, among other issues. On that day at the airport, Officer NASA and the scientist caught a glimpse of this. Thanks to Jim, the tiger cubs were rescued. This story also raised awareness, which is very important for making changes. With Maya, Tanya, and Anton taking their next steps towards a life closer to their wild heritage, they serve as a reminder of the resilience of animals and the power of compassion in overcoming challenges. Let us know your thoughts on today's story in the comments, and leave some kind words for Jim, who was a good dog. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest content. See you next time.